Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Tuesday, November 15th. We got a lot to cover today, so we're going to jump right on into it and try to keep this short and sweet as much as possible for you folks. All right, so today we got retail sales. Excuse me, this is for the month of October, and back in September we had 1.1 sales, which was basically back to school, right? And basically came in at 0.5%. So we still had a nice growth, not bad for 0.5% for October retail sales. Now, if we wipe out the numbers from the autos because the large numbers can obscure things, we also see pretty good numbers here as we jumped up 0.6%. So good numbers there on the retail side of things. And then also we got the producer price index. This is the inflationary numbers that we kind of gauge for on the wholesale level, where basically wholesalers sell to the retailers and then retailers sell to us. So sometimes they, uh, this isn't the most important item because they don't always pass their costs on to the consumers. So that's why it's not as big, but it's always good to kind of gauge it as to see where things lie. So we had 0.8% the previous reporting, and we figured it would be down to zero, and we actually had negative, so it kind of contracted a little bit. So let's wipe out the core. So we're going to look at the core, which we wipe out the food and energy, which also, like the retail with the autos, kind of obscures the volatility, kind of obscures the numbers. So we had zero point 0.2 the last reading, and we figured it would drop down a little bit. And again, we did base at zero, so there's no inflationary concerns right here on the wholesale level of things. Now, this is an Empire State Index, and what this is, it's manufacturing in the New York region. It's been suffering of late, as you can see, with a negative 0.85 reading. We figured it would pull up a little bit, and actually it had some, not contraction, but actually expansion there, 0.6%. So that's nice to see versus the contraction, even expectations of contraction. So all decent numbers there, better than expectations we're seeing here. So that's all pretty good there. So let's take a look, see how that's boding for the stock market. And right now the stock market's a little mixed. The Dow, it's not a lot of trading. Dow's down a little bit. Nasdaq was up and S&P was down a little bit. So this could easily change, go back and forth a little bit. So we got some decent economic news releases scheduled that came out today. And nothing new on the Euroland. So basically, it's the concerns is with the possible slowdown with the GDPs and everything. A few countries over there did all right. I believe France, Germany, and another country I forget did all right. Concerns are, some of the other countries are not doing so well, which drags the rest of them down, basically. And the concern is obviously with the slowdown, how are they going to be able to handle this debt crisis that they're currently going through, as they need expansion to be able to pay down that debt and to try and get jobs and everything else going on. And that's the concern that they're basically falling into recession. So obviously this is a global issue. So let's see how this is affecting the bond market where interest rates are moving. As you can see here, we did close up for the day yesterday, but basically where we left off, we started the day up a little bit higher, about 9 basis points higher. We're kind of getting this star effect here. I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of trade on the upper levels here, range here, maybe up here as much, or maybe just remain here. But we do get some volatility. Tomorrow will be CPI that will also kind of dictate the markets as well. So interest rates are probably about the same or slightly better depending on when the lenders come out with the pricing, but the same or a little bit better today. All right, folks, if you're on my website, Mike'sDailyMarketReport.com, please subscribe. If you're on the YouTube channel, also please subscribe. You guys have a wonderful day, and we will see you tomorrow.